Happy Friday, everyone. We'll still warm in the region today, but we are getting a cold front Saturday morning, and it's going to be cooling us down and bringing us a whole lot of wind. We'll get to that in just a second in your weekend forecast, sponsored by NIPSCO. We got to start with this morning, and I do have to mention a small chance of encountering some rain for the morning commute. There are a couple light showers out there, but I do think most of us are going to have a dry drive to work. Now, it does look like a little bit more activity during the late morning and early afternoon. This is going to be the peak of the activity, but it is a relative peak. Somewhere around noon or so, because we're still just talking about isolated showers. We're not talking about widespread rain at all today. And it does look like, as far as these isolated showers go, the better chance is going to be towards Chicago than in northwest Indiana. So if you're staying in the region, more likely that you're going to see rain the farther north and west you live. The farther south and east you live in the region, less likely is that you're going to catch one of these showers. And I do think that it's only through the early afternoon that we're going to be seeing rain. I think by 4 o'clock, the rain chance going away. And look at these high temperatures, upper 60s, low 70s. Normal for this time of year would be highs in the mid 50s. So we'll take this. Now, breezy this afternoon. We'll see gusts reach around 25 miles per hour. But that's really the only negative once that rain chance goes away in the early afternoon hours. And good news for Friday evening plans. Looking good, again, with the only exception being that it's still going to be breezy. Normally, oftentimes what we see is those winds really die down after sunset. That's not going to happen tonight. It is going to stay breezy all night long, with gusts still 20 to 25 miles per hour. But look at our temperatures at 8 o'clock this evening, in the mid to upper 60s still, and dry. Even at midnight, it's looking dry, and temperatures still in the mid 60s. It's remarkably warm for this time of year. Now look at the rain getting close to us at midnight, and so I do think there's going to be around, this is actually going to be ahead of the cold front. It's going to work over us during the overnight hours, scattered showers and possibly some thunderstorms, but it's going to occur when most of us are inside, so I'm just going to skip all that and let's start 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Now the front's still not here, so we're still talking about temperatures in the low 60s 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Normally, we should be seeing temperatures around 7 a.m. in the morning, upper 30s, so way above normal. It's still breezy early tomorrow morning. Finally, in the late morning, the front's going to start to push in. So we are going to be seeing activity ahead of the front and also activity right along the front. This is the front pushing in. And so I've got to say that it's during the late morning tomorrow that we're going to see our high temperatures. Once this front arrives, we're only going to be seeing temperatures drop. So highs tomorrow around 10 a.m. or so in the low 60s. Now also along this front, and then particularly behind it, getting very windy. So already in the late morning, we'll be seeing gusts 30, 35 miles per hour, and it's only going to be getting windier from there. Now, this front is going to be the last opportunity at seeing rain. So right now, it looks like the front will be clear of us 1 o'clock, and that is it for rain chances for the weekend. But look how our temperatures have dropped by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, we're only seeing temperatures in the upper 50s, and the winds will be even stronger. Now we're talking early afternoon gusts 40, 45 miles per hour, and I think there's going to be a brief period in the late afternoon tomorrow where we're going to be seeing gusts 50 to perhaps as high as 55 miles per hour. I think the windiest is going to be about 4 o'clock or so tomorrow afternoon. And unfortunately, when you're talking about wind gusts 50, 55 miles per hour, first, not pleasant to be outside, but also this is the kind of wind that can bring down tree branches, perhaps power lines. So could we be talking about isolated power outages Saturday afternoon? Unfortunately, I got to mention that, and that's why we do have that wind advisory. Look how temperatures a little bit cooler still now, 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon in the mid 50s. So how bad is it going to get for Saturday night? Actually, not too bad. Yeah, it's going to be colder than tonight, but again, normal low temperatures would be in the upper 30s, and instead we're just going to cool down into the low 40s, mostly clear skies during the evening and then clear skies late tonight. Now, still during the evening on the windy side, we'll still see very early, 7, 8 o'clock, those gusts 30, 35 miles per hour. But again, the strongest winds about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, then those winds will be decreasing. But I do have to say that throughout Saturday night, most of the night, we're going to see gusts 20, 25 miles per hour. So definitely a breezy Saturday night. And I do think the winds are going to increase a little bit more again on Sunday. So I'm still going to call Sunday windy because we're probably going to be seeing gusts around 30 miles per hour, but it's not going to be as bad as Saturday. We're not going to see those gusts 50, 55 miles per hour. But technically speaking, yeah, it's still kind of on the windy side with those gusts around 30 miles per hour in the afternoon. But look how temperatures already rebounding. So yeah, a strong cold front in the sense it's going to bring us a lot of wind, but it's not cold air that's going to linger. I mean, instead of seeing high temperatures in the mid 50s, which would be normal for this time of year, we're still going to have above normal temperatures Sunday afternoon with highs in the mid to upper 60s and sunny skies throughout the day.